Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to episode 3 of my first listen. You're getting it today because starting tomorrow up until Sunday I have family and friends coming over. The family, they live in Maryland, but my one aunt's mother lives here in Pennsylvania, like 10 minutes away from me, so they're coming down Friday and Saturday to hang out until Sunday when everybody goes to do stuff for Mother's Day. I'll be doing stuff with my mom, my dad will be doing stuff with his mom, and all this stuff, and my mom's at, my grandma's, her mom's house right now doing shit with her. So, yeah, I'm going to have a busy weekend starting tomorrow, so I figure I'll give you the Friday video today, and it would be on my first listen. This was a while back. It was back when I, first covered churches, way back when I started doing music and way back, music-related videos on this channel, and then someone, not tweeted, but someone commented in my videos. I cannot find the comment, I'm sorry, but they told me to check out this band, Alvvays. It's my first time listening. Look, I was one of the ones who made the fucking first mistake with Chvrches, at that point in time. I'm pretty sure it's Always. I think they just did the 2 V's to kind of make it look like a W. That way if you type in the word Always, it doesn't get confused in. Like I said, churches did that because instead of a U, because one, it's the V's the Greek letter for you and all this shit, and they didn't want to be, they didn't want to be Googled and actual churches pop up before them. And Paris did the same thing, where they have a V in their name instead of an A, because the V means a U, so it'd still be Paris, kind of, but I guess they didn't want to be mistaken for Paris, actual Paris on Google. But anyway, this is probably a long, this intro is going on for 2 minutes, I'm sorry. But yeah, anyway, I took a look at Always' last album, their current album, Antisocialist. I listened to both, but I cover the previous album from the band and artist, and basically what I did is I went through and just listened to them, and I'm going to give you my thoughts right now. Like these videos, I go in with a blind eye. I really don't know much about these bands, and I had seen that this was their second album, and it was 10 tracks long, 32 minutes 36 seconds. I'm like, okay, if I don't enjoy it, it's not like it's gonna be painstakingly long. I mean, their debut self-titled album was about 32 minutes as well, 9 tracks, but here on their second studio album, Antisocialites, we get I don't know, it's a very mix. Some of the songs that I do like are In Undertow, Plimsoll Punks, I'm sorry if I'm mistaking, or not reading that right, Hey, Lollipop, Ode to Jim, Already Gone are my favorite tracks. And then we get the okay tracks. I found Your Type, Not My Baby, Saved by a Waif, I guess. Waif, look, first time, and those songs were good. I'm talking about the favorite and okay tracks, because I started getting the fact that, okay, they're this indie pop band. I get it, this is the sound that they're going for. Some tracks I really didn't like. There was only 2 that really stood out that I didn't like, which was Forget About Life and Dream Tonight, and they were just kind of, I don't know, or Dreams Tonight, I'm sorry, they were just kind of, I don't know, weak to me, but yeah, like I said, it wasn't anything painstakingly bad, and it wasn't, frankly, that great either. I'm not going to call this one of the best indie pop albums I've ever heard. Some points I found myself bored, I didn't know what to do with myself. What makes good indie pop and good pop in general, even the synth pop can be put in this genre, is it still has to have some intensity. I'm not saying high energy intensity, but it has to have that catchiness. It has to have those memorable moments that just keep me in it. Most of these songs don't really have that, and I hate to say it like that, but they don't. And I'm just, like I said, there's just some songs that start okay and then finish very weak, and then there's just some songs that start weak, finish off okay, and then there's just some that don't really get going, in this case. And I don't know, bandmates, Carrie McClellan, her voice is fine for the type of genre she's doing. Would I call it one of the best? No, but like I said, for the genre she's doing, it works fine. You get decent bass from Brian Murphy. There's also Molly Rankin, who does vocals to go along with guitars and the fiddle. Alex O'Hanley does decent guitars, and Chris Dadge does drums and percussion. This album ended up having 3 singles. All of them were one. Other than Dreams Tonight, In Undertow, and Plimsoll Punks were 2 of my favorites. So, yeah, as I had mentioned, I just I went into this with little to no recognition. I looked them up and I saw that they were this Canadian indie pop band. So I'm like, oh, okay, Canada's given us some good stuff over the years, and God forbid they've given us some pretty horrible stuff over the years too. But I was like, oh, okay, so this is something from across the border. And there's not really much else I have to say. Let's just get to the rankings. Ranking the album, it was so up and down for me that the rating was like, it was smushed between a 5 and a 7, and it was like I had to choose 5, 6, or 7. What is it? Because I don't necessarily hate this thing, but I really wasn't enjoying it all throughout. I didn't have that moment where I was like, oh, this album kicks a lot of ass and all this stuff. And I came to the conclusion to give it, the album itself, Antisocialites, a 7 out of 10, because I only found 2 songs that I really disliked. It's just that the okay tracks, like I said, either start good and then fade out very badly, or they fade in very badly and then finish strong. And the good tracks were very catchy, very memorable, so I think that's why I gave it the higher rating, just because, I can't really say it's bad when 2 of the 10 tracks are the worst that I heard on the album. The band itself, though, this is where it gets tricky for me too, because the band itself, I've done this in the first 2 episodes where I did my First Listen Paris and the XX. You can watch those up here. I ranked their albums, and then I was like, well, how do I rank the band now? Because I can't just give the band the same rating as the album. It's one album. So that's why I went back. That's why I go back and listen to older stuff to see if they've changed at all, or maybe, there was just, maybe I needed to hear another album to get excited about maybe what's coming next. And frankly, I'd give this band overall a 3 out of 5. It's something where, if they release a single, I might check it out, but it's not something that I'm gonna, take time out of my day to go listen to. I'm not going to get all excited about it. I'll see it and be like, oh, okay. It can wait till later. It's just one of those bands where I know they have good stuff, but at the same time, am I going to enjoy something of theirs, like a full-length album in their entirety? Probably not. Probably not. Or at least the majority of it, to where it gets like an 8 out of 10-ish. At this point in time. So that's why they are rated a 3 out of 5, just because they seem interesting, but nothing that I would swarm to right away. But it was definitely a very peaceful listen, and definitely better. This always is a lot better than when I do crap rap, because crap rap is myself. I torture myself, but when I hear you guys give me some band names like Alvvays and the XX and Paris, I found myself enjoying it a lot more, just because I got to know and learn about the band more and what they do and where they're from. Whereas when I do crap rap and stuff like that, I already know it's shit, and then I'm not going to enjoy it, but I do it for your entertainment and to just make kind of a funny series out of it. So, overall, this is still fun for me. Despite maybe not fully enjoying this band, it was still an adventure. So, yeah, that does it for episode 3 of My First Listen. You can put in the comments below if there is a band or artist that you want me to listen to that, I mean, if I've never covered them on the channel, you can go ahead and put them down there for like a My First Listen. However, if I haven't heard them, I will definitely do it, definitely. So, yeah, tell me in the comments below what do you think of this band, and I will catch you guys in the next one.